And I would do session all night because that would be convenient for either UK zone or US zone. And Josna is right. We never stopped the session till, and Zoom used to get full every time. It's like 100 gone. And we didn't know how to do live YouTube. We were all learning. This is like 10, 11 years back, right? So universe made us pioneer in all this saying, get prepared, get prepared. And honestly, Josna, seeing you, I feel like a old, very mature soul coming from my last janma here. And this is how we are all connected, Amma. This is how we are all connected. And how many things we talked. Hello, Amma. Hello. Come. And you are, Amma? Vasudha. Vasudha. I'm Saroja, Amma. So good to see you. అవునా
పాప న్యూ బోర్న్ గా ఉన్నప్పుడు సీతాయనం విన్నాను. ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ 3 months పాప.
వెరీ నైస్. ఏం పేరమ్మా?
దీని పేరు తన్విక. సెకండ్ పాప పేరు శ్రీయాన్షి.
హలో, హౌ ఆర్ యూ? Tanvika? Tanvika, what a great name. Love. Wow. Love and friendship. That's what the whole world needs right now. Love and friendship. So, thank you, Amma. Great. కూర్చో నాన్న.
అమ్మ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు బయట.
అమ్మ వాళ్ళు వస్తారా లోపలికి? తీసుకురా అమ్మ, తీసుకురా. యా. So
I have Madam's book called Rose. That's the first book Madam wrote. I'll search and keep. I didn't have time.
ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయి, అదే వెతుక్కుంటున్నాను. యా, థ్యాంక్ యూ. నాకు ఇక్కడ పెట్టినాను, ల్యాప్టాప్ పెట్టుకున్నాను.
After this 5 minutes, I think we'll get started.
యా, వి గెట్ స్టార్టెడ్ అమ్మా. యా, బాగుంది నాన్న. నా సరంజామా ఇచ్చేవా అక్కడ ఉన్నవన్నీ? మొత్తం కంప్యూటర్ ఇచ్చే. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ నాన్న. Fortunately or unfortunately, these are keeping me going. As you all know, I had a little bit of viral fever when I was in the wedding. And at one point of time, as I was saying, I thought I had to cancel. At least my family thought I have to cancel this 40 days marathon race that I'm going every day one place. No energy at all. Viral fevers can really squeeze out everything. And mine was like 5 days, high temperature. And somewhere in the depth of my heart, all you people I could see in different, and that was it. I thought, no cancel. These are the beautiful souls. I will go on. So after my New York was my first stop. And from there, I was going straight to Canada. Canada master said, Amma, can you come? I said, yeah, don't worry. I will crawl, I'll creep, but I'll be there. I said, I'll take wheelchair. Don't worry. I had no energy, master. I was coughing badly. No energy. I said, I'll take wheelchair assistance. Then universe came in the form of master, and she came and she took me all the way, accompanied me like her own mother or like her own daughter. She took me all the way. So beautiful universe is. I told universe, I'm happy to travel, but you got to give me support. It was very low on energy that time, and my family was very worried. How are you going to go? Every day I'm in a new place, flight, drive or something. I said, time zone change and all that. So this is, I don't know what you guys call it, Ricola. My son, with very much love, gave me a packet and said, Amma, you're going to talk a lot. Even though I say don't talk, you're not going to shut up. So please keep taking this. So honestly, masters, don't mind. And this is just for my throat to keep going. And I'm so happy that from that state, like I got better in my energies, but it's just the cough that's a little bit. Amma, you can take it off.
No, it's okay.
I just wanted to share this, where I was just before the journey, but your love has brought me so far. And Austin, I have a Namaste masters, come. We got a newborn baby here. Fantastic. So beautiful. Yeah. I have a long journey with Josna Master and Swapna Master. And I did promise Swapna and that I will come to Austin next trip. If I come to US, it will be Austin.
Very happy.
And every time I came to Dallas, he traveled all the way and so much love. And there is Swapna. There is no words or anything to return back your love, and this is my little gesture to say that how important you are in my life. You all are in my life, and today's my trip to Austin. I can't say how emotional I am, how happy I am, and you all mean a lot to me, masters. So thank you all the Austin masters for welcoming me here today, and especially Vinay sir, Karthik, and Swapna. Thank you for making me at home here.
Absolutely, madam. We are blessed.
Yeah.
So all the people on our beautiful Zoom, Swapna, if you can just come here.
Yes.
This is Swapna Master.
Hello, masters.
So
Some
my
of you
my
know.
long term mate, my friend, and another beautiful soul here, Josna Master. Josna madam, just for our people, you got to say hello. Yeah. So
Hello.
this is Josna Master too. Our journey goes way back when I started this urge of sharing this ABCD with the whole world. They were equal partners in that. So I don't know how happy I am meeting Austin Masters today. I just now expressed. So I think let's give a big round of applause for Austin Masters. Very special day, Masters. And you can understand why I'm feeling so emotional, feeling at home. And Swapna Master cooked me a meal just like I get meal at home. So it's like coming to my mother's place and with nice Sunnunda, Pullareddy Sunnunda sweets, Masters. You got to be so lucky to have it, right? So I remember all the things that I like. Today,
Okay.
Swapna madam gave me that, and Masters, love has no words. And I no way I can express how grateful I am to be in Swapna madam's home, meeting all these masters. So whatever today happens is happening out of pure love here. So come on, travel along with us with this beautiful Austin Masters as we all join in this great session. There are beautiful people here, lot of beautiful people, and I'm just getting to know so many masters here. And Swapna, with that you can take off.
Yes. I know I was actually waiting for few more people to join. Uh, for some of you, I mean, many of you know Saroja madam, who doesn't know, but still, it's just a small introduction that I want to share about her journey. So, madam is an engineer by profession and a former senior corporate leader from a multinational company in Melbourne, Australia. In 2019, she chose to leave her successful corporate career to dedicate herself completely to empowering individuals and communities. And we are all fortunate that we are able to experience and listen to her wisdom and understand. She is the founder of Beyond Your Mind Foundation, Crystal Children's Corner Academy, and several self empowerment and holistic living initiatives. She is an award winning motivational speaker, self empowerment coach, and holistic counselor, and author of the book The Red Rose that Jyotsna just mentioned. Her remarkable contributions have earned her Victorian Multicultural Award for Excellence from the Australian government, the title of Brahma Vidwan Mani, and an honorary doctorate in humanitarian leadership and community well-being. So, over the past 15 years, she has conducted more than 500 workshops. I'm sure the number is even more, and wisdom sessions across the world, inspiring thousands of people. And through her Crystal Children's Corner Academy, along with dedicated team of teachers, she is nurturing children from over 23 countries, helping them grow with holistic wisdom and values. So, her vision is to build a community of individuals who believe in themselves and contribute to the growth of humanity and live in the present with complete awareness because life exists only in this moment. This is something that I wanted to share about madam. And what this is, a true master is not someone who actually tells you what to do. They guide you in a way that you realize yourself what your true real nature is, and as well as how you can cope up with everything that's happening in your life by trying to come back to the present moment whenever possible. For me, madam, I wouldn't say master. I mean, she's more than anything, and she's like a great friend. For me, I've attended all her sessions, and every time I was the first person to ask questions, and most questions.
Yes.
And
He always gave me hard time, but I learned a lot through her because I have to think when she asks question, and that's how we learn, isn't it?
and it was amazing wisdom and amazing journey with her. And I'm very fortunate to be part of BYM as well through Pragya, meeting many wonderful people. And more than anything, all these platforms that madam has set up, they not only empower others, right? It's also about how much even being a teachers on these platforms or volunteers on these platforms, I feel like we keep learning so much from people who are in this journey. So, I mean, if I can go on forever about Madam, but all I can say is she's been a true inspiration for me in every which way, and I feel very connected with her. Thank you so much, Madam, for coming and blessing us.
Thank you so much, Swapna. I mean, I know you have so much of love and gratitude for me, but I have more than that for you, which I can only express in my life through my actions. Swapna came all the way to Houston to pick me up today, and journey was so beautiful. Every minute I get to spend with masters like her and Josna and you all, it makes me remember why I'm doing what I'm doing. People think I'm mad. Who would travel for 40 days, moving every night to in a new place and taking a flight or drive? But when I look at you people, it makes so meaningful. The life makes meaningful. And masters, it's not about you're traveling for others or you're doing a favor to others. We don't do any favor to anybody. You know, in this journey of life, in this incarnation, the path that I have chosen, it gives me so much love, more and more love. The little bit of effort that I am putting in, I'm getting so much love and affection. So honestly, I'm doing this for own myself. I'm not doing a favor. Everyone says, Amma, thank you. You're coming all the way, taking so much pain. Love is such a beautiful thing, masters. You go to any length. And this journey has really shown me what love is, what true love is, and what's the essence of life on this earth. Um, did I know it right from the beginning? No, I did not. But life taught me a lot. And every sessions the masters joined in my life, my family became bigger and bigger and bigger. And today in this beautiful life of mine, I have millions of people who call me Amma. And honestly, masters, it is a beautiful life. It is a beautiful life. Maybe becoming mother of millions, though I'm not biologically connected, I'm connected to all of them spiritually. And how much love I get, I'm so blessed. I'm really blessed. So I'm to tell you that this travel I have taken this time. Every year I have this travel. I've been covering a lot of places. It's not possible to cover every place in every trip. So last year, what I could not cover, I'm trying to cover all those places this time. But every place I'm learning so much as I'm moving on. So that's the essence of this travel, I think. I just wanted to quickly pick something so that we could start today's topic. So just give me 1 second, masters. I wanted to show you something. So before I start, I'm just going to play. Nana, I think it's your glasses. If you can just put that side, it's Swapna's. So today I'm going to start with a small video. We're only a few people, so I can turn my computer to the other side and we can play. Because as I go along, I realize that when people come and talk one-on-one to me, I'm realizing that there's so much information they are asking, and maybe if I play a small part of this video, many questions will be answered itself. We call it BYM Foundation Masters because it's being very funnily named Beyond Your Mind. And I just want to play this video just to show that there's so much going on this platform, to show that life as you live for yourself, you also live for others. One small act of kindness gives people so much happiness. So I'm just going to play a few minutes of this video and I'll stop at a point where I need to, and we will talk from there, masters. So let me see if I can play this video.
టీవీలో పెట్టమంటే పెడతాను
పెడతావా?
ఆ వీడియో మంది
నువ్వు అది పెడతావా? You have that video with you?
VBM services I have.
ఒక్కసారి పెట్టు, because I'll ask you to stop at a point.
Madam can cast it.
I don't have the Chrome on this Chromecasting.
No, I have the link.
She has that. She already has. So why don't you play it, Swapna? Because Many masters are asking me how can we serve the community? Do we have opportunity? So instead of me talking for long, I just want to explain on that particular thing, and then we can get into and we can talk more about.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the Beyond Your Mind Foundation. Have you ever felt captured in the cage of your own thoughts? At BYM, we believe you are far bigger and greater than your thinking mind. When we identify too closely with our thoughts, we often miss the magic of life itself. Our mission is to help you peel away those layers to discover the happiness and inner peace that is already your true nature. BYM is a global community platform dedicated to helping fellow beings connect with their real self. Through the science of meditation and breath energy, we teach you to live every moment with complete awareness. Our vision is to build a community of individuals who believe in themselves, fostering a miraculous way of thinking that aids in the overall growth of humanity. The foundation was inaugurated in 2019 under the divine guidance of Brahmarshi Patriji. It was founded by Saroja Gullapalli, an engineer and former corporate professional from Melbourne, Australia. Saroja Madam is an award-winning motivational speaker, holistic counselor, and author who has dedicated over 15 years to community service. Her meritorious work has been recognized by the Australian government and spiritual congregations alike, and she has inspired thousands across the globe to reach within. As you can see here, BYM offers a wide spectrum of specialized
Stop,
programs,
Gemma.
from Navodaya for children in care and
Yeah. So, masters, I just wanted you to have a look at this. In this Beyond Your Mind Foundation, the spiritual community that we are, we have fostered so many projects and programs. We do, our main motto is always meditation because that's how we go within. Meditation is the foundation of spirituality. But we can't stop just at meditation level alone, masters. Our spiritual journey has to go hand in hand with many things along with meditation. So the three things that are important is meditation, jnana, which is wisdom, and service. All these three things, when they go together, only then you understand the main spiritual essence of life. When we realize that, how did we realize is whatever I was exploring on this path as I stepped, name came later, masters. I used to call myself as Saroja's self-empowerment sessions because to name something, it was never occurring in the mind. It was only Patriji who was forcing me, no, you should have a name, madam, you should have a name. So because of his pressure, we came up with name, but otherwise for me, name was never important, but service was very important, masters. Life took very interesting turn for me when I stepped on this path of spirituality, because in this path, when I was, I'm just sharing between that. I purposely wanted to stop here. When I was starting my personal journey, my self journey, and I was doing a lot of sessions for the community in Australia. And then, as Josna said, slowly the Zoom came into my life. Till then, I was not doing online session. I was only doing offline, like one-on-one. And I should share this little journey of mine. This goes back to 2007. So I don't know how many of you have had a chance to read my autobiography, which is the Red Rose book. But Josna madam, there are so many people. But for those who haven't known me or my journey, my inner transformation happened in 2002, masters. And as most of you know, it happened in this beautiful country of yours, US, in Chicago. So this country means a lot to me. It could have happened anywhere, but it happened here in Chicago. So hello, madam. So a very happy moment in October 2002 where my journey started. I always say to masters, How transformation happens, nobody knows. There is no pattern, there's nothing. And my pattern was also very, very unpredictable. I won't go into the details too much because I've been talking about it in the last few sessions, so I will make it very quick. Namaste, Amma. So I worked for ExxonMobil. You know Exxon because petrol bunks, everybody know. So I'm an engineer by profession, and I've been working. I don't have a variety of culture like working culture, moving from one company to another. No, I'm very old school. So I worked for 30 years in ExxonMobil, which is one of the largest private organization in the world. And I live in Melbourne, Australia. And Melbourne is one of the affiliates of ExxonMobil, and we have. So what does ExxonMobil do? Just a little bit of setting for you to understand who I am. So they have oil rigs because we get petrol and natural gas and everything from the sea. Like you have your Gulf of Mexico, where most of the oil and gas operations are happening. Similarly, in Melbourne, Australia's southern east border, there's a lot of oil there, and ExxonMobil has a very big operation there. And I have worked for ExxonMobil for now almost 30 years. And I don't know any other organization's masters because I think it met my appetite and I didn't have the urge to really move. They really looked after me well. And this is my life before this transformation. So, what is a good life? Good job means getting paid well and recognition. That is all ego wants. And my ego was satisfied with ExxonMobil, whatever they. So 30 years I stayed there. I was in the corporate field and I enjoyed as one of the corporate executive. But in this journey of mine, when I came to Chicago, I was a project executive. And so on one of the meetings, I came to Chicago. Our contractor, Chicago Bridge Industries, now they have changed name, but those days they were CBI. So in their conference room, my transformation came, and people always ask, how can that happen, madam? We haven't heard this kind of inner transformation, but it happened. So as I was talking in a conference room, everything went standstill. People got standstill, everything was standstill. I was the only person who had awareness moving. So for me, basically the time stopped. My mind stopped. This is the moment everyone wants when we sit in meditation. That's why we say, empty your mind, empty your mind. Why are we focusing on our breath? We focus on our breath to make mind empty, right? So today what I'm going to do as we move along the journey, we will be talking about many, many wisdoms so that it doesn't matter where you are, whether you are a beginner. I know some of the people, first timers who have come for meditation or in this world. And for me, nobody should be left behind. There is nothing like first timer or last timer, nothing. We all go ahead. So I've taken this approach in the interest of all because we have a variety of experience, advanced meditators, intermediate. But let's talk very normally as normal human beings. So as I move forward in my journey, I will bring a lot of concepts so that when you go out from here today, Namaste, Amma. When you go out from here today, you feel, yes, some change has happened in my life and I'm bigger and a little bit more better than when I walked inside. That's otherwise this waste of your time, isn't it? All have come on a working day, and I really appreciate. Friday is so precious for everyone, right? And I really appreciate you, masters, for spending this much time for your own self journey. So when I explained my journey that I was in a conference and everything stopped for me, and what we always try to do in meditation, purposely we are sitting with. So people who haven't meditated, we take a posture. And any first time meditators or no meditation experience, I really love to have people. Anyone who hasn't meditated at all.
My mother and father.
Oh, very good. Amma, you're okay if I talk in English? కొంచెం అర్థం అవుతుందా? Because I have to keep in mind everybody, so I will continue in English, but simple English. My English is yeah. No, so this US trip, I have made a call, irrespective of whoever it is. It's only going to be in English. That is what the masters have told me. So it is going to be in English. But for Amma's sake, I'll keep it very simple. My English is not that hi-fi, Amma. Very simple English. I don't know hi-fi English, so that's fine. We are not Generation Z. Gen Z English we don't know, right? We'll keep it very much to our generation English. So we do meditation. Amma never did meditation before? Okay. So, Amma, when we start meditation, we say Sukha Sthira Asana. That's how we start meditation. Sukha Sthira. Sukha means comfort. Sthira means stable. No, nothing like this. Sthira. That's where our meditation journey starts, isn't it, masters? We are very much used to this language, isn't it? Take a Sukha Sthira Asana. Why are we taking Sukha Sthira Asana? So as I'm talking, I'm also talking about science and art of meditation and spiritual journey. Let's all learn something as we go along. So, Sukha and Sthira, right? And then we have to lock our fingers like this. Then we got to cross our feet like this. And then we gently close eyes. All sounds familiar, isn't it? We all know that. And then what do we do after that? Breath. Focus. Observe your breath. Shwasa Meda Chasa. Okay. Focus on your breath. Be with your breath. That's the language we use, right? So, why all this? Why so much routine? Sukha, Sthira, Asana. Find an asana first, then cross your leg and do this. Preparing the body. What does that mean? Body is like a koti, monkey. Bigger monkey is our mind. Mind, koti, monkey. So, mind wants to jump. It cannot do sukha, it can't do sthira. No sukha sthira language for mind. So, we have to first discipline our body. Why discipline? This is how Saroja madam goes. Keeps on asking why. And I want you all to learn. Somebody says something, don't take, just go why. Till your appetite is satisfied. Excuse me. Till your appetite is satisfied. Never take, if somebody says do like that. Why should I do? Children ask. Why?
Yes.
You know, you should all become like children. That is how you learn about life. So always ask why. So why are we preparing our body so much? Because body has to be disciplined. Because mind won't come to still at all. Why? Because we have conditioned, we have made use of our mind that whenever you get a chance, become a monkey and dance. Many thoughts. So unless the body is disciplined, the next level is mind. Mind won't be disciplined. And who told us to discipline? Let's go back to Vedas, and I always go back to our old scriptures, because what we have done, we have put it away and saying that is of no use. Everything that we are doing is only Vedas and scriptures, nothing new. But who knows Sanskrit? I had Sanskrit for a few years, 100 out of 100. After that, what I did, nothing. Put it away. I don't even know where that paper is. But provided somebody continued to teach me Sanskrit, maybe today I might be reading Vedas, but unfortunately, we don't have that much of potential to interpret Vedas. So we are just following what people are saying, but this is nothing new. What I'm saying is not what I'm creating. I'm just repeating what has already been known, ancient wisdom. So ancient wisdom says, even before you reach meditation, Ashtanga Yoga. What does it mean, Ashtanga? What we are doing meditation now is part of yoga. Yoga has 8 limbs. We all should know this. All meditators, they should know what they are doing. Otherwise, useless. If you don't know why you are doing what you are doing, it will never take you anywhere. Because after a while, you lose interest. Because it was not your interest, it was somebody's interest, you copied, right? So, Ashtanga Yoga. Can anybody tell me what is the first anga or first limb of yoga? Doesn't matter. I'm not testing anybody. I just want to encourage. Ammo. Yeah, very good, Nana. Very good. Can you tell the first two loudly? So that is Ashtanga Yoga starts from Yama. Yama, Niyama. Like that we start. What are we doing? First we are focusing on the body discipline. The first place of discipline is body. That is why yoga starts with asanas. And we think that is where it ends. No, it doesn't end. Yoga, asana is only a starting point to reach the last point of Samadhi. Samadhi last. But before Samadhi, I am so grateful. Austin masters are full of knowledge. Well, thank you, Amma. Archana master and Nita master. Archana, did I get your name right? Yeah, great. I feel very happy when masters have so much of information. I really feel happy. We should know. It's not about if I know, I'm great. No. If I know, I can spread that to people around me. That's all. So, first body discipline, that's yama. And then 5 sensory organs discipline, niyama. Like that it goes. Why? Because the 7th one is dhyana. You are doing the 7th one in the hope that one day you will reach samadhi. Hope. Many of you may be very lucky. You're already reaching samadhi in your dhyana, which is very good. I'm very proud of you people. But remember, to reach samadhi, the great Patanjali yoga, Patanjali is the one who started all this. What he started? He did not start anything. He only put it on paper. Then who started? In that ancient culture, it all started from Shiva, Adi Yogi. Meditation, nobody created. Adi Yogi, he was the one who started. He gave 116 ways of meditating to Parvati. You know how nicely this Sanatan Dharma goes? I'm not here to promote Sanatan Dharma, but if I like something, I'd like to share. Because there is no interest in these days. Nobody wants to know. Everyone should know. Because this is coming from there. So anything that needs to come to us, Parvati will ask for us. She'll ask very nicely, Natha, how do I do it? And that Natha will start telling Parvati for us. And the whole of this yoga parampara has been Shiva, Adi Yogi. His job itself is always in samadhi. Look at Shiva. He's always in samadhi. So, all these pictures, the Jata Juta, everything is a symbolic how human beings should live. That's how Sanatan Dharma has been. By pictures, they are depicting how a life should be. What we do, we put the message aside. We are only focusing on Shiva's hair, such a curly, beautiful hair. And that is how our monkey mind likes to put the message aside, focus on the non-essential thing, right? But then we look at all the pictures and we are only focusing on picture, forgetting the message. The message, so Patanjali thought, I'm going to put it in proper order. So everything that Shiva has told Parvati about this great yoga, so nicely Patanjali wrote, and our beautiful Archana madam kind of reeled it out for us. The discipline, Ashtanga yoga means start with the discipline of body, discipline of mind. And in olden days, not like this, anybody come, I will tell you how to meditate. No! Prerequisite. Are you even eligible for this? Why? Very selective. Because if you are not eligible for this knowledge, they would not give it to you. Why? Misuse? No value? Both are wrong. Now we'll talk in detail about every bit because sometimes we meditate, but we don't have history. Tomorrow you will go and talk to somebody. Question may come, at least this knowledge you spread. Everyone has got a circle of influence. That means whichever community you live, you are surrounded by a certain group of people. That is your circle of influence. Spread these beautiful seeds of wisdom in your circle of influence and see how the world changes. We can't go to 8.5 billion people and go to everybody and say, come, I will tell you. We can't. But we can reach at least the 20 people, 30 people. So let's all spread nice seeds of wisdom in our circle of influence, right? So in olden days, this is like in Gurukulas, people used to properly train the Shishyas. Get up in the morning, go fetch water. Why? Physically, you got to be strong. Because if you have to sit in Samadhi people sit for days together. Our body has to be strong, right? So physically they used to train. Mentally they used to train by leaving everything aside. So people used to leave families and go to Gurukulas. Doesn't matter you're a king's son or whose son. You live like a Shishya. You sleep on the floor. You do exactly what your guru asks. And then, as madam was telling, one limb after another of yoga, Then they teach you dharana, single point focus. Dharana, very important. Why, madam, it's not required? I don't do this Ashtanga. I am directly sitting in meditation. I'm okay. Right? But if you really understand all this, you will like to do again everything to do your meditation properly. Dharana is so important, masters. Single point focus. It may not be required for your meditation. I'll tell you why. But it is required to live in this life. Single point focus. That is the way to live life as Sakshi Tattva, witness consciousness. If you real Ramana Maharshi, his own life, he has been saying, live like a Sakshi. This Sakshi word is so difficult to practice. First of all, very difficult to understand. If really you kind of put the essence of all this spiritual wisdom, to meditate, you may not need this knowledge. I'm making it very clear. If you want to close your eyes, sit and meditate, you don't need no knowledge required. All you require is this, close your eyes, be with your breath. If you want to close your eyes, right? But if you want to open your eyes and live in this world, you need it, masters. But if you decide, Amma, I am happy to close my eyes and live all my life, you don't need any of this knowledge. You can happily sit there, close your eyes, meditate, you are in your own world. But is it practical? Is it possible, masters? Not, no. We have all chosen Madhya Marga. That means one house to look after, clean, wash vessels, clothes, everything. Children, husband, wife. We all have chosen Madhya Marga. This is the time where nobody will run to Himalayas or Mount Shasta and live there permanently. No. This spiritual wisdom will be ingrained in normal human beings. You don't have to run away. People who have ran away in the past to Himalayas, masters, they've all come back. They've all come back. You know, between us, there are so many masters who have lived lives on Himalayas. If they, in their previous lives, they've all been practicing on, in my journey, I've been so many places, so many people who have come back and said, Amma, in my previous life, I was a yogi and I was practicing there. They will say some part of the world. Then they should ask, why am I here? If the ultimate goal of life is to go practice, leave everything, then why are you here? This is why we are here. If you leave everything and run away, what have you learned? Zip, zero, isn't it? So, I know many people in previous life, they have been head of monasteries. These monasteries are very strict, masters. Himalayas, at least you can do what you want. Nobody is watching you. And monasteries told this, they'll really very strict, you know. You got to do this, there's very strict life. And in the monks that they live, the monasteries are very strict. And there are a lot of people who have lived a life of monks. They're all coming back. They're all between us. All those people who ran away to Himalayas also coming back. Because now it is Madhya Marga. Unless you live in this world, in between all this drama, and now practice spirituality, your Janana Marana Chakra won't be complete, masters. This whole soul cycle, most of you have heard the word soul cycle. Yeah. If you haven't, then it is this chakra of Janma and Marana, which we go on in this cycle. So many incarnations, Janma we take. This won't be complete. This experience is must. And I'm also part of that who has avoided this physicality and ran away many times. Ran away means I've done a lot of secluded lives. And thinking that I have reached, this is what the life is now. This is what the life is. And that is why I'm back here again, doing what I missed out or I avoided. And this is how life is. Why people run away? Why people run away? Can anybody tell why spiritual masters, they leave everything and go away? It's a very interactive session. Nothing is wrong or right, masters. Arre, be bold, man. Otherwise, I'll be the only one talking.
They wanted to surrender complete to the guard, so they should not have any distraction. They don't want any distraction. So that is the surrender.
So they want to surrender to the God on Himalayas. So they leave the God on the land and run away. So that's what your language is. Okay. No. Okay. Anyone else who want to say?
Responsibilities. They don't want to take any responsibility.
Okay. Anyone else? We'll talk about all this.
Concentration.
Concentration, very good. Anyone else? Guys, you interact, you learn more. Anything you want to say, everything is right. Why do you think the moment they realize spirituality and the meaning of people, you drop everything and sannyasi, come on, let's go, run away, man, run away or leave everything. And for us, Jai Himalayas. Need not be Himalayas, it can be anywhere. But we got 3 answers so nicely.
Maybe,
Called Maya.
to find themselves when they're alone, like to discover themselves alone when they're alone.
Okay, that means they are not able to discover here, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
not wrong or right, Amma. I'm just trying to infer so that means they are not able to discover in their life. No, don't
That is
qualify.
what,
Don't qualify. I understand. You're right. That's why. But for people to understand, I have to keep on going because it's a very good masters best discussion going. We are discussing about why masters used to leave everything, family life, wife, children, and go away to secluded place, and beautiful answers coming up.
Better
So-
practice also.
Archana,
They would have seen like their peers doing that, or their, the people who have from whomever they have learned,
Mm.
they would be seeing them and they would be following like that same path.
yeah, that also could be. Anyone else, masters?
Some serious practice. also.
But let's give chance to people who are there. Yes, ma.
Desires.
Ah,
And
so very good. So I'm going to just interpret. You're perfectly okay. I'm not wrong, right or wrong. I'm just interpreting for people. So another Aman, me your name.
Kavita.
So Kavita madam here says the reason people used to go away is to give away all the desires. So I'm interpreting that means living here we can't leave our desires. So to leave our desires we have to run away. So we're just interpreting one step after another. Nothing wrong or right. Anyone else, masters?
Real challenges on people.
Madam, your name.
Deepika.
So we got another beautiful Deepika here because we have one beautiful Deepika in Detroit. So this is beautiful Deepika from Austin saying, because they don't want to deal the challenges here. Himalaya means only one challenge. Somebody will feed and all we need is little bit of clothing. Very, very good. Masters, this is a great, what do you think? Why people when entered the spiritual path had to leave everything and go away? So we got 6 answers now. If anyone wants to take forward your opinion, I'm so happy. Then this is how we need to talk. If we got enough input, thanks to all of you. All of you are correct in your own respect. When you start on this path of spirituality, you slowly realize, I purposely stopped you because you were leaking the paper, question paper. So I did not let you talk the second time and I talked on you, for which I apologize. But you are right, Nana. Being here and understanding all this, once you step on this path, everything is crystal clear. You know what is pulling you, you know what is lifting you. And these masters, they think there is no way I can live in this, which she called challenges. Everything now becomes challenges. Till then, beautiful attachments become suddenly challenges. Why? Because they want to pursue this path where they realize it's called coming from inside. Know yourself. And in this path of know yourself, living in between this Janjatown, this Maya, very difficult to pursue this journey because they'll be pulling you. Now to be here and keep lifted is the biggest challenge. So, who wants this nonsense, man? Let them cope with them, I'm gone. People run away. People, without telling, they run away. And because they want to practice. They want to know who they are. They want to go to the ultimate, which is the 8th limb of yoga, samadhi. Everyone wants to be in that samadhi sthiti when you step up. We are also doing the same. Why we have this need to meditate for 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, if possible, we akhanda dhyana, 24 hours. If somebody outside listens, people have no job, that's why they sit for 24 hours. Why would anybody close eyes and sit for 24 hours? But we are feeling bad that, I'm not able to do 24. I want to do 72. What is the difference? Because something has opened up here which is saying, spend time with yourself. Till then, we are spending time with everyone. And now the desire of spending time with yourself has started. And very difficult to be here with children asking for their requirement, partners asking. And not only that, you go out, God knows what they are talking about. We all are facing that. I tell you, this story we are all facing. When you go out, what nonsense is going on, man? What are they talking about? Most of us are feeling that. And the more you are in this path, I always say, half of the friends gone by the time you.
Isolated.
What, Archana?
3 or 4. As of now, I used to have like tons.
Nita, same story, huh?
Isolate, you can't mingle with them that much. You just feel.
Our masters, I'm just relating again because computer is here. So many masters are coming up with the truth story. One of the beautiful master, Archana, says, I got only 3 people left. She had like 300 social bird, now only 3. And Nita master is also smiling and saying, yeah, I know how it feels. Amma, anyone else going through this?
Same here.
Yeah.
Isolate away from them.
Amma, what's your name, Amma?
Harita.
Harita. Harita also is feeling the same.
Yes.
Harita.
Austin Harita.
Austin Harita. We got Dallas Harita. It's not Dallas Harita, right? Tomorrow Dallas Harita. Today Austin Harita. Austin Harita is saying, forget about them. You yourself want to get away. Swapna, what do you say, Nana?
It's the same thing, madam. As you said, like I experienced the same thing that we come back to awareness so quickly that anything that's happening earlier, we were going with the flow, but now you cannot. And we think that we are not, is it that I am not accepting? We get these kind of questions.
So Swapna, just say it alone because I won't be able to say all that. You said so much. And meanwhile, I'll drink water.
Yes. So what I feel is in this path, we develop that awareness that we did not have before. And that makes us see things more crystal clear. And we beat people or situations or challenges or anything. So the way that we are able to come out of challenges is also because of this awareness. At the same time, even though we know that, we have to be in acceptance mode and all this, but it's not practically possible, madam, is what I feel.
Yeah.
Yes, acceptance is important, but I feel like you can't just say that you have to accept everything. These principles won't work.
Won't work. You know what? If I don't turn the computer quickly towards me, they will not call me a speaker again. Austin people will make me out of job because we got great masters here, masters. Beautiful discussion. Anything you learn out of interaction only and amazing masters. Anyone wants to give their opinion? I am just loving this discussion. This is how we learn, masters. Anyone else feels the same question that we are expanding about how life turns when you are here?
I think after certain discussion, we will start going to the spirituality and we start talking different topics and they feel already, oh, what is this? She's talking something else. She's making herself special or something.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to gel after a certain point. That's what I feel.
Jelly.
Yeah,
Very
it's
hard.
just hard.
Earlier days, it used to be, I am like Archana. I also had my previous Janma in this Janma. Like Anu's workshops, before and after, before losing weight and after losing weight, like that. I also had before transformation, after transformation. And so right, before transformation, I am a social bee.
ధ్యానం చేస్తామన్నా జన్మలు ఏం చూసుకోలేదు కానీ చాలా హ్యాపీనెస్ ఫీల్ అవుతుంది.
See, madam is saying, we got a Parvati madam here. Parvati madam, say it again.
Madam, hello.
హలో
As a Parvati,
Is madam
has
visible?
got so much of experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఏదో ఒకటో రెండో వచ్చినాయి కానీ తర్వాత మటుకు హ్యాపీ ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను.
ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉన్నారా బయట? ధ్యానులు కాదు, ధ్యానులు కాని ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉన్నారా?
ఉన్నాయి చాలా పిచ్చుకలు పెట్టలు.
Birds.
Sorry, I have to ask her. She has lot of friends. Birds, grass, trees.
So that's true with me. I'm in mid of nature.
Yeah.
People kids are thinking that she's gone crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, oh, I thought this bird should talk.
ఇంగ్లీష్ అందుకని ఒకే ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ ఉంది పక్కన అంతే. వాళ్ళు చంటి పిల్లలతో ఉంటారు. నాకు ఏంటంటే మెడిటేషన్ ఇంకా ఇవి సత్సంగాలు
Yes, madam.
పిఎస్ఎం మీద
Yes, madam. Yeah.
అవన్నీ వింటాం.
Our madness is different. Yes, madam. Yeah. So I was talking to, we got a Parvati madam here, the youngest member of the group. And I'm so happy that at least there is one person younger than me. Otherwise, every time I'm the youngest person in the group. So today I've got good company, no competition with me, right? So Parvati madam is saying that I have lot of friends. All these people are saying I got no friends left, which I'm happy, but Parvati madam has so many friends. You know what? Birds, grass, trees, all became her friends. So true. So true, masters. So coming back to where we started from, this is the life being here. Okay. Now those masters, namaste sir, those masters, they realized all these challenges. There is no way I can practice going deeper within unless I get rid. So honestly, I'm not demeaning anyone or looking down upon anyone, but as a general picture, they left their, wherever they are, their responsibilities or what, they thought, "Arey, bahut ho gaya, let's run away. Let's look after ourselves." Is it selfishness? I won't judge anybody. Yes, ma.
Can I share something?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn this because so much. Arey, come closer, man. You all go so far away. 4 log hai. Come closer, man. Yeah. Yeah, you sit and share, ma.
So sorry. I just want to share something about my mom. Like when she started her spiritual journey, she used to close her eyes always. She tried talking to me, my brother, and my dad. She used to be like, why you guys wasting your time? You also meditate. You also try to, know yourself and all. We were like, we're not mad. We're not mad at all like you. And even like when we were traveling in a car or something, she just used to close her eyes and sit or listen to, Sakshi and all of that. Yeah, we were like, okay, at a point we left her, okay. She's detached. She's completely detached from us. We were wondering like what's wrong with, she used to be very friendly. She used to talk, but still she used to spend more for herself. But after a while, I was thinking like, what is gonna happen like to her? Like is she gonna, did she decide to be
Yeah.
alone for all?
Has she lost her mind?
Yeah. Yeah. But then after a while, like when we started realizing, me and my brother, when we had a problem, we were talking to her, we were trying to talk to her. She's like, close your eyes. For every single problem, for every single thing we asked, she used to be like, close your eyes, meditate. In that process, we became her friends. Now we just talk about meditation. Every single day we talk about meditation. She calls me. She asks me for how much time did you meditate? For how much time were you able to be aware? And we just love those discussions every single
Don't go away. I need to mention something here. You know what? If you people are wondering who is this madam, this is our Vijayawada Radhika madam's daughter, right? So Radhika madam, wherever you are, you have done a great job. You have done an amazing job of putting the right knowledge, right seeds in your children. I'm very proud of you. I know Radhika madam very well. She's in this journey along with me, and when I go to Vijayawada, I see her all the
She
time.
came to Austin last month actually. Now she left like
I
few
know,
days
ma.
ago.
I know.
Yeah. She's like, I would have been there when she came.
I know.
You can
So you heard her daughter what she was saying. I want to say something here. These days, when mothers talk to their children who have just been married and gone, they will first pick up the phone. How is Alludu garu? That means how is my son-in-law? Is he treating you well? Does he do the housework well along with you? Daughter doesn't have any doubts, but the mother, she puts all these questions in mind because mothers don't have much to do. Nowadays, all automatic. Na? Everywhere, dishwashers. Before there was a lot of work, nobody had time. Now we have so much time. Yes, Amma, please walk in. Now we have so much time that mothers, this is how they talk to their newly married daughters. Yeah, you don't keep cooking every day. It will become a habit. Let him also cook. So this daughter who has no ideas slowly start getting ideas. Maybe I should. These are the conversations that happen every day between mother and the daughter. I have seen personally, masters. And in my own families and extended family, I said, why do you have to talk to your daughter every day? I mean, we also got married. Of course, we didn't have
Their phones and
WhatsApp free kada.
I mean,
Free WhatsApp. So moms are using it completely to corrupt the daughter's mind. Hey, why you are doing dishwashing all the time? Let him also do. And I'm sure the other side also the same story must be happening. You know, that mother to her son. But in this world that is going on here, we have got an example where mother is ringing up every day to daughter to ask, did you meditate today? How beautiful. This is the change that we are bringing in humanity, Master. These are the kind of conversations parents should guide, or vice versa. Even children can guide parents. It's not only parents have to guide. Thank you for sharing that, Amma. That's such a beautiful thing. Mothers should make children's life better by giving them good wisdom. But unfortunately, if the parents don't have that wisdom, how can they share? That is also a question. But I really love the way you
she
shared.
says that's why I'm obsessed with my Sarojama.
Radhika and we all have traveled. We are a crazy bunch of people. In this bunch, there is not one or two, there are thousands masters who are not the type who will come and sit and listen to the knowledge. Okay, Harikatha finished, let's go. No. They will listen, they will write notes, and out of that, today, what will I practice? And all these masters are doing sadhana. They call this as a sadhana yagyam. Yagyam is like, homa. It does not happen like in 1 minute. You have to practice. And all these mothers, these ladies, 70-year-old, 80-year-old, 90-year-old, they don't consider their age as it's only a number. And they're all doing practice because they want to make it part of the life. And I have so much respect for all these people who are now waiting for knowledge. Because dhyana, they do it all the time. We have 9 meditation sessions in a day. So you want to join morning, afternoon, be my guest. I've got 9 guided meditation going all the time. But that's not enough. So any knowledge, anywhere knowledge, they are like thirsty. Grab the knowledge and after that, what can I practice? And that is the single point focus. This is about Radhika that she mentioned, but coming back to our topics, masters. In those days, even we, in our previous janmas, we all have done. We also ran away. Because being here and practicing was very difficult. There's no way. But we have all come back. We have all come back because name of the game is you have to be here in the Maya and then practice. Practice all that you have learned. How are you going to use those principles that you have learned and now apply? Most challenging task. Madam used the word challenges. Challenge is the right. Challenge is very sophisticated word. Biggest headache. And not only that, there is no guarantee that people you are going to live with share your understanding. No, there's no guarantee. 99 out of 10 times, you may be the only one in the family who are walking on this path. Is it good, bad? There is nothing like good or bad. What you get is what you have asked for. Many people ask, Amma, nobody meditates in my family. I'm the only one. And they are getting very, very upset that why you sit so long. That is the kind of life you asked for. Why? Because you wanted a bigger challenge. You have done the previous challenge with all the family as meditators. You practice. Now, next practice is nobody understand your language. Live with this understanding. Slowly, challenge increases, right? Level of challenge increases. That is how we bring challenge in our life. Because we ran away. We all ran away to monasteries, Himalayas, Mount Shasta, Sedona, whatever, Machu Picchu. We finished. We did all that journey. Now, whatever language we are learning, whatever understanding we have to practice it here. So that's why we all talk the language Madhye Marga, middle path. What is that middle path? You have to live here in the society, do everything that a normal human being does with the knowledge you have gained. So in the background, knowledge. Knowledge is there in the background. How are you going to apply? Biggest challenge. And you know, the challenge will come from very near and dear, very close people. If it is friends, then very easy to cut. Bye bye, I'm not seeing you tomorrow, waste candidate. Yeah, very easy to cut a friend, very easy. So easy. Now you are just waiting to cut who I can cut. Because, like a dry leaf from a tree, all waste things start falling away. All these friendships cut are like dry leaves. When you know a fruit is just so ripe, it will drop by itself. Don't even have to make big effort. But the drama happens in the family. This is the final stage. Yeah, we have to be there, and yet we all know these terms. Detached attachment. So difficult, detached attachment. You are attached, but can you live with detached? How? Same house. Dramas will be happening. Drama level keep on increasing. It is good. It is good because it's giving you an opportunity to test. Otherwise, theory everybody knows. We all passed theory. 100 out of 100. We are doing practicals now, right? Practicals. And practicals means it's always difficult. We are doing practicals. We are all that great warriors, right? Very difficult. One night it will be big drama from the children. And when the drama happens with the children, heart, it's like pains. Because that is our weakness. Our children are our biggest, even our partners are not that big weakness. Yes, it hurts. But ఏదో అంటున్నాడు, he's saying something, forget it, man. But we listen carefully. Okay, all right, gone, other ear out. Children, you can't do that. Children will wrench your heart. All you need is one phone call from your child in the hostel. Amma, I'm in pain. You won't even ask what the pain is. How can I lessen your pain? That is mother and father's. So now the challenge will come from children. As you are going in the final stages, most of the challenge will be for children. And not normal challenge, heart-wrenching challenge. Does it pain? Yes, it pains. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. You are in a human body. Untold story of Sita. What did Sitama say? I am the avatar of Mahalakshmi, but I am in this body. So I have to go through pain. I have to go through these human experiences. So understand, masters, pain will come. Because your challenge, you are increasing, right? Why? Because you know everything. What's the point of knowing everything if you can't apply in your life? So challenges will increase. But can we stand in front of this challenge? When the pain comes, let it come. Experience. Let the heart get the full breadth of the experience. Yeah, it feels very hurt, very much in pain when you're hearing from your children. But like Ramakrishna Paramhamsa said, people on this path of self-inner journey, pain will come, but it's like writing on the water. You try to write on the water something, how long will it last? Not long, isn't it? That is this beauty of this journey. That writing on the water, time reduces. And the day comes when, yes, you are listening to your child and it hurts. But once you come out of that moment, you're back again into this. It won't hurt you so much. So what am I trying to say is, we have to be here in this Madhya Marga with all these challenges going on. Yes, you will be doing job. You will be with the society, with your friends, with the understanding, complete understanding that this is what life is. Then the urge to change the life won't happen, masters. Once you realize what is life, then there is nothing to change. You soon realize there's only one thing, to realize that, yes, this is life, accept it. Son is in pain. Yes, you can tell whatever you want story. Nobody is stopping. Tell him every way to reduce his pain. But no guarantee the pain will reduce, right? So you don't have much choice but to start accepting. And what is spirituality, masters? Spirituality is not about changing things and objects according to your whims and fancies. The path that we have all stepped on is a path where we all are getting prepared to accept the reality. This is the reality. You like it or not, this is what it is. Accept the reality. And what do you surrender to? You surrender to the outcome. No matter what you do, the outcome will happen. So people misunderstand surrender. What am I surrendering to? Surrender to the outcome. Do whatever you want, but when the outcome comes out, understand no matter what you do, this is how it's meant to happen. Then surrender to that. Okay, this is how it was meant to. I tried. Now I surrender. Don't keep complaining, feeling sad, blaming everybody, because that is what we are all practicing this knowledge for. Accept the truth. What is the truth? This is our truth. Every minute the life is unfolding in front of us. There is no more truth, masters. So let it unfold the way it is. Yes, it's not happening according to your wish and desires. But what is the basis of our wish and desire? We don't know, right? ఇది ఇలాగే ఉండాలి, అది అలాగే చేయాలి, this should be like this, that should be. Who told us that? From where did we get this idea that life should be only like this? If it goes someday else, no, it's not life. The whole world is living like this. This is how it should be. Life means it. You ask everybody the meaning of their life. If a child doesn't have a goal or a meaning of life, then he's a failure. That's how we are preparing them. The moment you have a set pattern, this is how life is, you're already a failure. There's no guarantee it will happen like that. So, when we are walking from that 99% of humanity to this 1%, everything will seem different and alien because the definitions change. Till then, everyone should have a goal. You should plan your life. This is the language of mithya. Outside, completely this language only. It's only a matter of just putting a step from that side into this side. What is there to have a goal? Everything is happening okay, na? How do you know it's okay? How do you know it's not okay? I always go reverse. Amma, I'm not feeling good. Why? Because it's not happening as per your wish list. Your wish list, a big list you have. This should happen like that, that should happen like that, this should happen like that. Any wish list, one thing goes cross, nothing is going right in my life. But what is the basis of that wish list? That desire list? Who gave you that desire list? Society. Society. Does society know? Blind leading the blind. Really, blind leading the blind. Go outside and talk about it. What surrender? Losers. Surrender means loser. So I often say, don't mix these two terminologies together. If you have stepped on the path of spirituality, go from the soul search, not from the physical world search. Because children have been so badly misled that when I'm talking about surrender, they come and they say, Amma, I like the questions. They say, Amma, surrender means doing nothing. But that's not right, isn't it? We are all here with a goal to create something. Surrender doesn't mean you don't create. Go and create what you want, man. Who's stopping you from creating? But whatever you're creating, if it breaks down, don't cry. That is what surrender is. Nobody is stopping you. Don't build, don't create. Arey, you are divine, man. That is the next step. Divine means go do what you want. Don't sit idle. Creativity, create. But if that creation is not according to your wish list, don't fall flat on your face and cry, my life has broken down. People looking for jobs. I'm not getting job. Whatever the right time comes, if that is what has to come in your life, it will walk into your life. You'll be just sitting one day and some person will knock at your door and say, we're looking for this person, some conversation, and you're hired. No, Amma, it doesn't sound right. You have to write a resume. You have to look in the LinkedIn for job. Yes, that is our understanding. Because we have lived in this physicality for so long that we have made our own rules and regulations that this is how life should be. And we are believing that. And our life is going according to our belief system. We got to change our belief system, right? Very difficult. And that is why people run away. I can't convince this society. I can't convince my own family. I don't want to convince them. I'll look after myself. But unfortunately, that is not the answer on the syllabus. You cannot run away. Have to be here, face this challenge, and then apply. How are you going to live with detached attachment? You're all attached. Can we live here with detachment? Yes, son is crying. He will always cry because he hasn't yet opened his inner eye. He will cry for everything. You have opened your inner eye. How are you going to guide him? Give him the knowledge. Who won't take? He won't take. He's in pain. He won't take. Maybe he just wants a listening ear. Give him listening ear. But you don't get led away in that storm. Very difficult. Not being swept away in that storm is very difficult, masters, when it comes to our near and dear. They are breaking away. Your heart is breaking. How do you handle? This is what is detached attachment. Give them all the empathy they want. But then when you get yourself removed from them, immediately get back to your path. He is not understanding. It's okay. You understand? Everything is okay. Everything is happening exactly right. You are not happy or your son is not happy because he doesn't understand. But you understand. So be rock solid. That is what detached attachment. That is the only way you can live in this Madhya Marga and move. Your fundamentals should be clear. No matter how many people come and push you away, come back to your fundamental. And our fundamental says, everything is perfect. Exactly the way they should be. Everything is happening like that. Then why cry? Because in this mind, we have come up with a boogeyman. This is how it should be. Expectation. And the whole society has expectations. So whose fault it is? Our fault. Why you are having expectation in the first place? Because you're not happy with what's going on in front of you. Isn't it? At the moment, this present moment, I'm telling you, I'm so happy. I don't want to be anywhere else. This is the best thing that can happen to me in my life at this moment. So I have no other thoughts. Because whenever you're contented with that present moment, there's no expectation. Because you don't want to be anywhere else. This is where I want to be. But whenever things are not going well, then you have expectations. Arey, I don't like this. I don't like. Why? Because in my mind, things are not happening according to what I want. Always question. Who are we? How do we know that this is not right? We are looking with a small binoculars, master, small perspective. Small perspective. This is all you can see, the binocular, that much only. We need magnifying glass. We need to step back. Step back, step back, step back, step back. Keep on stepping back. What is stepping back? When we are living here, I can only see my husband, my wife, my children, a maximum 4 or 5 friends. This is my point of reference. We call it frame of reference. And in that 5, 6 friends, if somebody's child has got seat in medicine, immediately your heart sinks. Oh, I also was looking for. Because your frame of reference is only that 4 people, right? What do? Expand your frame of reference. 8.5 billion people, and why you have to look only 50 people? What about the other 8 billion people? No comparison with them. Half of them are not even going to school. Compare with them now. So, this is say, expand your frame of reference. Very important. Change your perspective. So, when we start flying up like a bird's eye view, first you can see only your house, then only your community. Then as you fly high, you can see Austin. Fly a little bit up, you can see Texas. Fly a little bit more higher, you can see the US. As you keep distancing yourself, perspective is changing more. And the more you can step back, you will see the truth and reality of this physicality. So how to live, how to reduce your pain, how to live detached attachment is change your perspective. Don't live in that little world of 50 people and keep comparing and make your life miserable because your expectations are based on that 50 people. Expand. taking step back, step back, step back, step back. You know what? Astronauts, they call it overview effect. Astronauts become the biggest spiritual masters once they leave this earth plane and go out, because their frame of reference increasing. And they are also like us only, but once they sit in that rocket, go zoom, they are seeing all of a sudden from this big earth is becoming this. And it is one among the 1,000,000,000 stars that they, space effect is very, very impacting effect. I read papers from what astronauts wrote after they came back. How many people, they have turned into great spiritual masters. You can go on to Google and type this. It's called overview effect. Because their perspective has changed, frame of reference changed. They're no longer comparing with that 50 people, that community. I got a good garden. Or these are all the simple, silly things that we do. Why you are comparing with that 50 people in the community? Go compare with 8 billion people. They don't even have garden. At least you have a piece of land you can walk in. Because frame of reference is so small. But when astronauts go up, masters, they see all this. And then they see, what life did I live? Even Earth is like a dot. And in that dot, I'm somewhere there as a micro dot. And I'm living a miserable life. No job, old second-hand car, bad house. Silly problems have become our major problems. And when they return back, masters, they live with detached attachment. Everything loses its significance for them. Because they have gone to a frame of reference where even Earth is a dot, insignificant dot. Insignificant dot. And on that insignificant dot, how insignificant are you? Everyone has made themselves as superstars. We are the hero of this earth. Good. But everyone else also is a hero like you. You are not the only hero. Everyone is equally important. What's so important about you? Why only you should have all the wish list? Why? This overview effect, everyone should read, masters. I read first-hand recount from a great astronaut. Tears were rolling down my eyes when I was reading. He never meditated. Meditation is important as a practice, but not as an understanding. And change comes with a change in understanding. One day you will be sitting like that and immediately everything changes because your perspective has changed. Our perspective needs to change, masters. And for astronauts, in no time the perspective changed. The rocket is moving away from the earth. The moment the earth is vanished. Where did all this nonsense go? Where did the wish list go? Where did all this, my troubles with my children, my partner, where did they go? What was I after? And when they come back, different life. So they're all asking. And each of you need not go away. This is our experience. Understand. If you want to change your perspective, if you want to change your life, change your perspective, masters. Change your perspective. So as you change your perspective, very important to know that we are coming back to the topic where we started, because when we are also talking about the topic, we have to learn the wisdom. So much wisdom is there on the earth. But we got very little time, right? We got to make the most of it. So coming back to our topic, body. Body needs to be disciplined, masters. Because if you want to live with detached attachment, first body is the one that stands in front of us. Why body? Very low vibration. So it will always say, I want, I want, I want, I want, I want. Because it has needs. So first of all, discipline your body. And that's where the Yama, the Ashtanga Yoga started with. Practice. Practice. Because if you want to be within yourself, because there's a whole cosmos here, right? A whole Brahmanda inside. To go inside your Brahmanda and understand, you need to be sitting at least for half an hour. Takes time, na? Hence, this proper Ashtanga yoga. You should do this, you should do this, you should do this. And then learn to have single point focus. Human beings very poor in single point focus. Because you try to focus on something, then you will know how difficult it is. When you look at something, in Ashtanga Yoga, it's called dharana. Dharana means, if I'm looking at Lekhna, I should be only thinking of Lekhna. Nothing else should come in my mind. Should not one thought come in my mind. Single point focus. What is happening when I'm doing single point focus? Very important. When we are doing something, we should know what is happening inside.
Awareness increases.
Amma?
Awareness.
Very nice. How does awareness increase? Very good.
Being in the present.
Yeah, because we are in the present moment. In this moment, I'm doing nothing but I'm watching Lekhna.
Arjuna's bird.
Completely aware of her. Our whole awareness should be on Lekhna. But these are all the language we know. But practically applying is becoming so difficult. So let's know a little bit more about us to understand where it is coming from. Then maybe it becomes easy. Dharana, single point. The more you practice dharana with eyes open, once you go in your dhyana, it becomes so easy. Focusing on breath, even it's becoming difficult, masters. Because that single point focus is a big challenge. So what is happening? What is dharana? What is single point focus? Let's talk about it. In this little cosmos, there is somebody who is sitting inside and watching constantly every second what is going on around. In many languages in Veda, we call him seer, the one who sees. Rishi. Who is Rishi? Who has drishti, who is watching. They only watch. That's all their job is. So there is somebody within everyone who is only seeing. Seer. That is how the word seer came. We know all the words seer. Somebody who is doing tapasya, we say seer. Oh, there is a big seer. What does it mean? The one who sees. And that seer exists in all of us. Where? Deep within. Deep within. What is he doing? He's got a torch. He will put torch on Lekhana. Single point consciousness. And he wants to only watch Lekhana. Because he's got a torch in and he will be focusing. And the moment he pushes the torch to Archana or to this madam, then the focus is single point, dharana should be here. That is how the seer operates. This is how the seer must operate. That is the rule of this nature. But that doesn't happen. Between the seer and the object of the focus, the subject and the object, subject is the seer, multiple layers come. And all those are walls that will not let the single point dharana happen. Masters, in this session, we are going from A, B, C, D to X, Y, Z too. I'm touching topics. I know which is not easy, but it's always good to leave seeds everywhere and go. And once the seeds are there, they will turn into trees one day, guarantee. But we have to touch all this topic. We cannot go away from this beautiful Austin without touching these topics, right? This is, now we are talking Ramana Maharshi, Jiddu Krishnamurti level knowledge. I'm not going to make it complicated, but wanted to make it very simple. That's why nobody understands Jiddu Krishnamurti's books. Very, very complicated. He didn't care. I'm not going to make it simple for you just because you don't understand. This is how Jiddu Krishnamurti was. He didn't care. Such a great spiritual master. Theosophical Society masters. One of the greatest spiritual society in this world. Hardcore spirituality. Annie Besant, we all know, president of Theosophical Society. They are not normal people. They do so many experiments all the time. They were looking for one of the great masters. the next one who can take over Theosophical Society worldwide. And they are looking for somebody. For somebody to lead the Theosophical Society cannot be any ordinary masters. I've been with Theosophical Society. I know how deep they go into. And they are not very gentle. When they were looking everywhere, everyone was sent all over the world. And Annie Besant found Jiddu Krishnamurti on the beaches of Adayar Beach, Chennai. This little 9-year-old master. 9-year-old. Full aura, fully. They spiritual masters they are. They are not little people. This Theosophical Society have so much regards for them masters. A single point agenda, dharana. So, found this Jiddu Krishnamurti. And just talking to him for 5 minutes was enough. Went to his parents and said, we want to nurture him. Parents happy, okay, take him. Fully nurtured him. He was ready all the time. Even 9-year-old, he was ready. By the time they gave him and trained him, that is what happens, masters. Who wants positions? We were talking about organization and position. If you are still in this ocean of positions, organization, you are still crawling. This little child with all this knowledge, I don't want to be your president of the Theosophical Society. I want to be a free bird, flew away. How much they requested him. Attached detachment, masters. He want to be free. I don't want to have this burden of organization. He didn't take over. But the knowledge that he had, he was going everywhere and talking, writing books. Very difficult to understand his discourses. He openly said, I am not going to bring it down. You raise your level to understand because he is there. But when I read his books, I myself found it very difficult. I had to read multiple times to understand the concept. But my need was to bring that knowledge down to a point where people like you and me can also relate. So today what we are talking really, Josna, that is the key. Because it has to come down to layman language. Otherwise, that's why we are not able to reach Vedas. We all are common people. We can't go and sit in Gurukulas and learn because we have responsibilities or whatever. So we have come up with. And we need in such a language that we can make it a part of life. And now it is coming in that form because we all collectively ask for it. Without our knowledge, collectively we have made this request to the universe that we have a desire to get this knowledge. So please bring it to our level. And that's why it's coming. So why I'm telling you all this is you also need to know the background as we are talking so that you understand where this is coming from. A little bit of Jiddu Krishnamurti's background also we should know. Very great master. So this is the language of the seer. So there is somebody here who's always putting torch on things. And he doesn't want any distraction. If he's putting on Deepika, he only wants to look at Deepika because he's a seer. He's not a thinker. He's not a doer. You understand, masters?
Yeah.
Can you call conscience?
We'll come back to that. Because we use terminology we don't understand. That's why I don't want to use terminology.
I was seeing this and seer, seeker, so I was getting confused.
Aunamma.
Now I'm getting this.
Aunamma.
meaning.
Yes. That is why I have raised this topic because there are masters here in this room who have so much thirst for knowledge. At the same time, I'm also keeping in my mind who are also here and who also want something from basic. So I'm trying to touch both the topics, which is always difficult in a session. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to make it interactive so that you people don't go to sleep saying, what nonsense is this? Because I don't want to make it Jiddu Krishnamurti's session. He is a great master, but very difficult to connect. So there is this thirst here. The knowledge has to come to her. Because gone are those days where we have to go to gurus to get knowledge. No, all you need is an intention, and gurus will come walking into your life to explain you to your. That is how it is. That little master is here. That master, he's getting Ramanamurti, Ramana Maharshi's knowledge, he's getting it. That is how they are demanding knowledge. What can we say, masters? We have to be so humble for these masters to be present in this session. Thank you so much, Amma, coming to this session with such a small baby.
This is her plan. She want to come. I'm not decided, but last minute it happened like this.
That master, amazing master, brought you here, and they're all asking for this. They will get this knowledge. It doesn't matter in what form they are, in what. That's the time. This is the time, Amma. Isn't it so amazing, masters? Definitely, after we finish, we are going to just find out how did it happen, how she's here. But we'll just finish this. I don't want to miss this link. I definitely want to know. With 2 young children, being here is not a joke. But what I'm saying is, we're using another problem with spirituality is, you open a book, consciousness. What the hell is that? How am I connected to consciousness? I don't know. We lose our interest right in the beginning. And then it starts with, you have to surrender everything and accept. What do I surrender? What do I accept? So much confusing. And then 5 books we read, same language, lost interest, back to square one. So that's why I'm trying not to use big languages, and we'll start with something that we can understand in day to day. So I'm using this very children language of torch. Because we understand putting torch in it's all dark room. Children enjoy this game. They will put torch on somebody. Then they will turn like this. That is how this little one is here. Childlike. Only sees. That is why it is seer. It won't do anything else. It won't judge. It won't react. It won't respond. Only see. But for seeing, you need lot of awareness. You need lot of focus. And that's why Patanjali gave a name. As Archana Master said, Dharana. Dharana doesn't mean seeing and thinking. No. That seer doesn't think. Only sees. Complete focus. My torchlight is only on you. If it is not on anybody else, it should not be in my mind, right? Wherever your torchlight should be, your mind should be only focusing there. That's how it's meant to be. That's how. Theory. There is a big gap between theory and practice. Lot of gap, right? That's how it should be. That's how we should be living. If I'm looking at this Zoom, just looking at the Zoom, not thinking, only 8 people, huh? Hey, Swapna, aape seve only 8 mande unnarta. That is not a seer. I'm also making judgment here. So it's not just seer engaging here. There's many more people who are engaging here, right? You understand the seer?
Yeah.
You're understanding, Amma? So if you're really in seer mode, there won't be any judgment. There won't be any associated stories and thoughts. Arey, my sessions, at least half a dozen people should be there. Expectations. Seer doesn't have expectation. There is no expectation from seer. Only seeing, but full focus seeing, because torchlight is only on you. That is who we are. That's all we are. Nothing else.
Is the seer the soul?
Yeah, we're coming to that now. Because even if we talk about soul, what the hell is soul? That's why today I'm not using any terminologies which people think are all our critique. Because the moment if more we say consciousness, totally lost. Soul, what the hell is soul? If soul is something, that who am I? And what am I doing? We are confused. So we will not use any of those big words. We'll just use the words that children use. And when we understand this, then we will bring other words and say.
Yeah, then we can connect.
Connect.
That way we can
Yeah.
understand.
Just to clarify, when you're saying seer, it means I'm just watching, no judgments, just watching.
it feels like something else, isn't it?
So that is the reason, like, why when we are focusing, when we are in awareness, the soul feels very happy.
We'll come to that. Why the soul feels happy, we'll come to that. You hold that question, huh?
Sure.
Because we'll come into that. That's what you Austin Masters are. They are running the session, they are accelerating the session. I can't cope with the speed masters, but I will try. We got great masters here, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy you people have this urge to know more. Such young people here.
So,
Age is not a number.
my experience, which I learned when I was working in a startup company. Basically, I saw one person.
నాన్న ఇది తిప్పరా కొంచెం మా సార్ వైపు సార్ మీరు ఇట్లా రండి సార్ లేకపోతే lot of people who want to interact. Some people midnight, they are still there, 3 o'clock, they are here, sir. Please come and sit and talk. I don't want them to miss out. I have a lot of regards
Sure.
to what I'm doing. Okay, there. Yeah.
So I actually learned when I joined the startup company. One of my team member, startup company was a hardware based company, and what I understood that hardware guys are like they test to the death, like they test so much, ensuring that the product is good. But I saw this my team member. He used to given some work. It's a small company. Given any work, he used to sometimes wear a hat and sometimes put the hat. He always used to have the hat beside him. I was kind of curious. So in the discussions, he's playing different roles. And that was one of the profound, I would say, experiences that I had, that, hey, when you are, let's say, analyzing, or when you're collecting data, or when you're planning, don't try to jump into solution. Don't try to mix these things. So you
That's
just
good.
focus on one thing.
Amazing.
That was looking at what, based on what you're saying, I'm trying to draw parallels and trying
Amazing.
to understand myself.
Of course.
When you see, don't judge, you just see. Am I understanding?
You're absolutely right. The problem is you're way ahead of us, Vinay. And no, which I'm so glad, because you're already drawing parallels of your life and you're trying to make sense of this, which is so amazing. Yes, it is what you're saying, Nana.
And most of the meetings end up trying, some people are solutioning, some people are kind of doing something rather than just focusing on, hey, let's understand this. So
Yes.
that's my 2 cents.
So
My,
that is how it is. So that was our Swapna Madam's husband, because a lot of people know Swapna Madam here. Vinay sir, let's give a big clap, because such a great analogy. He's got such a good parallel he has drawn. Sometimes we underestimate people. We think, okay, what do they know? But how well he has put that example out. Perfect parallel, sir. Perfect parallel. So the seer who is here, job is only to see, right? Then how do we live in this life? Okay. So between the object and the seer, there are a lot of levels. Okay. These levels need to be activated when required. When required. This is how we need to live our life. When not required, there should be nothing between the object and the subject. Yeah. Now we know what is object, what is subject. We all know now. The torch man here is the seer. And whoever it is focusing on, whether living thing, non-living thing, doesn't matter. Even if I am focusing on the chair, my torch is here. That is how normally the life should be. Nana, I need some warm water, Amma. Koncham hot for my throat, it will help. I'm going through some cough issues.
Please. అది warm చేసి.
ఇచ్చేసేయండి సార్ ఒక గ్లాస్లో ఇచ్చేసేయండి. So, I'm sorry, I've got some cough issues post my viral fever, so I'm really struggling when I talk for a long time. But that won't make me shut up anyway, right? We'll find out means and ways. But what I'm saying is, if you people have understood this basic concept, this is an amazing spiritual concept. In Vedas, for chapters and chapters, they have written on seer. If today you have understood just this basic concept, the relation between a seer and object, masters, you have gone upon your evolution many steps. If it has synced with you, if you're still thinking what it is, nothing wrong. You're already on the path. But if penny has dropped, sometimes, that's what it is. If that's the moment, now I understand. I can give it to you in writing that in your soul plan, you have jumped many, many, many steps and hoops. Why it happened? Because of your energy masters. You people are making it happen, in the group consciousness is increasing because of your knowledge that we are talking. This much everyone is clear? Sir, clear till this point? Yes? Seer, doer. Antavaraku clear? Clear? Okay. Is anyone left behind? It's a simple concept.
Doer, ma'am.
Thank you.
Doer, sir.
We have not come that to point. Yeah, don't jump ahead, otherwise we will get confused. Till this point, we are correct. There is an object, there is a seer. That is how the life is. Life did not expect you anything more than that. If you come to this life and you say, I want to live my life, if you live your life like this, 100 out of 100, you can pass with pass mark, you will pass off this life and go away. This much is minimum syllabus. You know, sometimes to pass, we say, Arey, you tell me minimum chapters that I have to prepare, na? And I'm also that type of candidate who never completed the subject. I used to look at the previous papers and say,
Important questions.
Important.
Important.
I'm very lazy woman, so I did as much required and pass. So if you want pass mark in your every incarnation, this is all is required for pass mark. Understand well, there is a seer, there is an object. The seer keeps changing the focus, and that's all. Now comes the other levels in between. Now, at times, seer wants to be engaged. So now, till now, it was only seeing, right? More than that. For more than that, multiple faculties need to come. A very complicated topic. If it is okay, if you don't understand, because minimum syllabus you have covered. So you have done. The reason you are all here for today has already been met. But I'm just going to put a little bit more and again change back the topic to where we started from. But I'm just going to put one more because there is still some thirst here, but we won't be long because otherwise you lose focus. There are other multiple layers. There is a layer of thinker. There is a layer of doer. These are all the layers in between the physical objects and the seer. So, at times, like the sir was saying, Vinay sir, putting hats, solution hat, analyzing hat, planning hat. These are the different hats that we engage ourselves to live in this world. Many times there are great spiritual masters who are living in this mode, just a single point dharana, seer mode. They are not interested to engage in any form. Are they wrong? No. They knew what's the minimum syllabus. They are happy, they pass, so they just want to continue and get out with no extra karma. If you are just in this mode, masters, you won't accumulate any karma. Seer won't get any karma, no karma. Everyone asks this question. How can we stop accumulating more karma? Seer mode. No judgment, just full watch. Great masters know. All great masters have decided to be in seer mode, and at the end of the life, Tel Khatam, Dukan Band, you know you have passed. They know the syllabus. Very smart. We all need to know the minimum syllabus on this plane. Otherwise, we do overaction, all overaction life. And then we carry another bag, add to the account of karma. Who wants more? Like clear that big bag already, big mota is there. Yeah. So, now these extra layers, for doing, there's one more layer in between, which is thinking. Without thinking, you can't do anything. So that thought has to be released, and then the action starts. So the thinker has to be engaged only when something has to be created. Only when there is a need. Are we doing that? No. Without need, the thinker is always engaged. Always. That's why seer is totally confused. He doesn't know what's happening. Seer is lost. Because thinker is running our life here. Thinker is running our whole game. So we're running our show according to Thinker. Thinker says cry because your child is crying, we cry. Thinker says you're in a very dangerous mode, we start getting worried. Thinker is running our life. We should run the thinker. Thinker is running, has taken over everything. But that's okay. That's okay. This is what the state is. So whatever the thinker does, the doer says, the doer does it. Everything. For me to even talk, thoughts are constant. Without our knowledge, thoughts going. And according to thoughts, we speak, we do. Why are we not realizing what is happening? Because of the speed at which it is happening. Speed. To know what is happening, you have to bring down the speed. Bring down the speed of what? Thoughts. Because at this stage, million thoughts are coming out at one time. You are totally confused. The seer doesn't know where to focus. He got his torch here, then the mind is saying, oh, put your torch there, torch here, torch here. And you don't know what is happening. So what's the starting point? Bring down the speed. Bring down the speed. So that you know what is happening. How do you bring down the speed? Bring down the thoughts, man. Bring down. Then you understand. So this thought is releasing. That's why I'm doing that. At this stage, you don't know anything why you're doing. Brain, the mind is operating at 360 miles per hour. Very difficult to catch up. So if you reduce the speed of the mind, then you understand, I'm getting this thought. Why am I getting this thought? If 100 thoughts come at one time, which one are you focusing on? Don't know. So rule number 1, if you want to know this nonsense that is going on at the thinker level, bring down the speed. Nobody knows how to bring down the speed. We lost control on our mind long time back.
That's the problem.
That is the problem.
We think it's normal.
Yeah.
And that is the further problem. Who decides normal? Mad people are deciding this is normal, that is abnormal. So if you are 90% mad people, madness is normal. We are living in madness because 90% people are saying this is the way to live. This is causing madness in the world, madness. Nobody knows. And this madness is increasing more and more, masters. And if you are not careful, we'll be swept away without knowing. Already next generation is phasing. Why next generation is phasing? I'm telling you. Because they are caught between awareness and madness. They are more aware than us, but they are also being swept away by the madness. So they don't know, they're confused. And they are taking the full brunt of it, full impact. They're losing plot, masters. They're losing plot. How do you know, madam? I do a lot of counseling, masters, different age group. Current generation of youth has totally lost it. They know this is not right. They feel it. This is madness. We are not even realizing it's madness. They realize it. But they're not able to cope, masters. What will be the next stage? It's already happening. They're saying, enough, stop. They're stopping their life saying, no, we are not happy with this, stop. Go around and talk to youngsters, masters. They're saying, no, this is all nonsense.
Yes.
People have stopped going to schools, masters. I don't know how much you know. Year 10, they finished saying, no, I don't want to go to school. Well, what is happening? They know something is not right and they are the ones who are awake. I've gone to so many places, masters, in this last 20 days. Only common theme is children are doing this. How do we control the children? Why you need to control the children? Do you even sit with them and talk to them? In DC, when I was having this session, one madam broke down and she cried and she cried and she cried. And when she opened her mouth, everyone cried along with her because it's a story of everyone's children. She says, Amma, I'm feeling the pain. How can we help the next generation? Why? What is happening? Madness. This madness which we are there because, as madam said, normal. We are rubbing this madness onto the next generation. Your expectation, which has no basis, we are rubbing it on the next generation. And we are making them feel like losers and failures if they are not ticking your boxes. Are you happy? No, you are not happy. You are in la la land thinking maybe you are happy, but in your own heart, you know this is all garbage. Then why are you rubbing that garbage on the next generation? It's matter of time, masters. You will find a whole rebellion generation. They will not go according to your standards. I'm telling you, this is already happening, masters. Youth, they are questioning. Why do I have to study? Why do I have to go to college? First of all, why do I have to get a job? If it's only for my food, I'll manage. And they are questioning, why marriage? I don't know how much you are knowing. Marriage system is already being questioned. They are asking, what is the benefit of marriage? They are asking. And we are saying, that is the normalcy. Whose normalcy? They are asking whose normalcy. Not so far it was only people living in the Western world. No, go back to India, the same story. It is the awakening happening in the next generation. They're all questioning. Why? So much opening is happening inside, masters. Because we engage the thinker so much. It is time we reduced. The thinker only will push the doer. And we are exhausted doing, exhausted. Who is asking you to do? The thinker. And who is asking the thinker? Thinker is run by our ego. The main part of our thinker is ego. Me, mine. I should look good. This is the danger of thinker if not used appropriately. Use the thinker. Like how Vinay said, put on the hat when there is a need. You're hungry, you need to cook food. Put the hat. What do I need to cook? Okay, I have potatoes. I have carrots. Today I will take carrot. Okay, finish. Put the hat away. What Vinay said is an eye-opening thing that we all can have these hats to train ourselves. Are you in the thinker mode? Think. You're in the doer mode? Do. If both jobs are finished, take the hat out. Just be the seer. And you will be amazed how your life will become simpler. Really, Lekhna, that is the truth of life. But for that, you got to experiment, you got to practice, you got to believe.
No, that's what I was about to ask. You're saying, okay, how do we do it? How
Yeah.
do we implement it?
So,
Just practice. Or...
the question is, bring down the number of thoughts, right? Bring it down. Any means, does not matter. Any means. So, our masters, instead of talking all this and making you people or everybody understand why who care, telling them all that, go close your eyes and sit in a corner. Like we give punishments to little children. Go sit in a corner, close your eyes. Like that. They're saying, go sit in a corner, close your eyes. Closing eyes is nothing is going to happen, right? Only the physical world will stop coming in. Close your eyes. Then they are saying, you want to do Omkara? Focus on Omkara. Dharana, single point consciousness. If you open, it's not single point. I got 50 points. But if I close my eyes, maybe, if I don't engage this thinker, then maybe I can have just one Om. Or I can have focus on my breath. Or I can have focus on beautiful Lekhana. Even that's fine. But single point, huh?
So, ma'am, this Trataka will say, like Trataka, like keeping a candle and then watch.
Yeah. Very good. I was about to say that, and then I thought enough examples, but good. Candle, open eyes candle. Why are they doing it? We are trying to practice of reducing thoughts of mind to one thought. Candle, one thought. Lekhana, one thought. But problem is if I do Lekhana, Then I got so much stories about Lekana. All those stories come. So Lekana is no good. When you think of Lekana, only Lekana, not about yesterday she did not wear good clothes and all that. That story should not come, right? So human beings are useless to do single point dharana.
Thinker will come again.
Yes, madam. That's why nobody does. We do candle watching, but we don't do Lekhana watching, right? This is the problem. You have to watch something that gives you minimum story nonsense. So we are looking for minimum story. Exactly. So objects, but we are such an expert. We take a candle, look at it, white candle. Maybe I should have put blue. Yeah, blue candle. Maybe blue would have better. Yeah, so nice. Maybe I like pink color. Why didn't I get? Oh, it was on sale yesterday. I should have bought 3 more candles. This is how our thinker wants us to engage, wants us to be incomplete. Again, I have to come back to Vinay's word, Maya. Thinker doesn't want seer to engage.
So that coming between is Maya.
That is Maya. Making sure that seer is never in the picture. That is why, who's here? We are asking, where does he live? Where is consciousness? Who is soul? We are asking every next door neighbor. Did you see my seer? Can't. Thinker, everybody knows my mind. I know it is here now. We all can feel our mind. Somewhere inside. We all are. That is how our lives are. Mind is ruling. So all these masters, who wants to tell them all this Jiddu Krishnamurti level knowledge, even he ran away. So they're saying, okay, man, do single point dharana. But that madam candle, even that is not working for us because even that candle has a story. So then lot of, Shiva told 116 ways of the dharana. Do whatever you want, man. Shiva told Parvati, take anything you want. Even that 116 are not working for us, but that's our unfortunate. But then Omkara. Nice Om, you make it. If you don't have any stories related to Omkara, you are very lucky. But if you have seen Omkara better than this, then that's a problem again, right? This is our problem. Because thinker wants to engage. He knows we are trying to kill it. It won't let you kill. That is what Maya is, masters. Maya won't let you get out of this. This is how. That's why close your eyes. Because maybe if you're opening eyes, something else will come in front of you. Now close your eyes and put dharana on anything you want. Yeah, we will. We have to finish this. We can't leave it halfway through, right? So, when you sit in meditation, what you are doing is now you are engaging. I'm focusing on breath. Why most of us are engaging on breath? What stories can we make about breath? Tell me. What? There's no color. For breath, anyone has seen any color? No. No taste. What story? I don't know. I don't remember any story about my breath. So, we are trying to find something that is nirakara, nirguna. That means doesn't have any qualities, doesn't have any shape, size, so that you don't come with any story. If you know anything else, but breath has only one thing, feeling. You can feel it. That's the only physicality it has. Otherwise, it has nothing. So, why breath meditation is the most natural and simple way is because it has got no gunas, no akara, nothing to identify with. The only thing is feeling when it goes in and when it comes out. That is why breath meditation is so simple for everybody. If you can find anything more simpler than breath, go for it. But so far, masters are finding it the most natural, simple way. And they're saying, go man, be with your breath. Okay? So this whole story is why we are doing breath meditation. You should know the story behind. People ask, what breath? Even Omkara is great, candle meditation. Yes, you pick anything that doesn't have story. If breath is good for you, go breath. If Omkara is good for you, go Omkara. Never say my path is the best. You are the biggest fool. All paths lead to the same destination. Remember, all paths. We are all unique and different, masters. Whatever suits you, do it. So today we all are going to do breath meditation because doing alone is always difficult, masters. That's why we have come with satsanga, right? So let's all do together our breath meditation, knowing completely that we are trying to bring the thinker slow down. Now you know why we are doing meditation, bringing the thinker down so that the seer comes into action. You should know why you are doing meditation. To make my mind empty. Why? Why make your mind empty? Ask the question so that the seer comes out. None of us are able to connect to the seer. Everyone says you are God. You don't feel like God because you're never connected to the God, the seer. That seer is your God. When the seer has no role to play, how can you feel divine? So all this practice of meditation, dharana, is to slowly bring the mind down because seer is always active. The problem is this mind wall becomes so big between the object and the subject that the plot is lost in this life. So you understand, masters, the big picture? With this big picture in mind, when you do meditation, immediately you will connect because now you know the story behind it. Without story, practice is waste, masters. So I would like you all to sit in cross-legged, whether on the floor or on the chair. Cross your feet at the ankle like me if you are on the seat. Cross at the ankle, masters. మీ కాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఇలా క్రాస్ చేసుకోండమ్మా ధ్యానానికి కూర్చున్న వాళ్ళందరూ యా అండ్ నేల మీద కూర్చున్న వాళ్ళు బాస్పెట్లు వేసుకొని కూర్చోండి సో హూఎవర్ సిట్టింగ్ ఆన్ ద గ్రౌండ్ ప్లీజ్ క్రాస్ లెగ్డ్ అండ్ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ యూ టు స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ ద lights Vinay if it's okay.
I have one question. Why should we?
I will talk after meditation
After the meditation.
because once I get into the question answer it will go on.
Yeah.
So we will do meditation and masters, we can keep on asking questions. I'm always here. I'm going to sleep in Swapna madam's house, so I'm not running away anywhere. Question answers will continue, but for now, it's all practice meditation, masters. And while we are practicing meditation, cross your feet, interlock your fingers, place it in your lap, and as you gently close your eyes, remember why you're closing eyes. You're closing eyes so that you can come into the present moment. What is present moment? Be totally aware of your body. This is where you are. Don't go into la la land. You are here, so be here, masters. I want you all to be here because being here is very, very important. So use your 5 sensory organs. One you have already closed, which is your eyes. So there is no point of using that. But what I would like you to use is the rest of the 4 sensory organs. Your nose. What can you breathe? Can you feel the air that is going in? Engage your nose. Engage your ears. What can you hear? Can you hear just my words? Can you hear something more? Apart from that, what taste can you feel in your mouth? This is what brings you into present moment awareness, masters. Remember. And the 5th sensory organ is your skin. What is the temperature in this room? How does it feel like? I want each one of you to engage your 4 sensory organs because 5th one is your eyes, which you have already closed, masters. There is no stimulus coming through your eyes. Be totally in connection with the 4 sensory organs. Nose, mouth, the taste, your listening, and your skin. Completely be grounded in this room. You're here in the present moment. And once you are in the present moment, masters, remember the idea of meditation is to slowly bring down this thinking mind so that the seer, the divinity, totally comes into action and shows you its true form. For that, we have to work on our mind. And that's why now, with this present moment awareness, we slowly connect to our breath masters. I want each one of you to connect to your breath and feel the breath masters. Feeling your breath means when the cold air comes in, let it come in, masters. And when the cold, hot air goes out from your nostrils, just feel it on your upper lip. As I said, breath is the most boring thing in our life. So let's be with the most nirakara, nirguna, no story object, which is the breath, and bring down the number of thoughts slowly. As you bring down the number of thoughts, make sure you're totally with the breath. Mind won't give up. It will try to bring thoughts, but you do not forget. The name of the game is to slow down the mind by being with the breath. So bring back your focus onto your breath. The seer is completely focusing on the breath. And if the mind comes into action, you just ask him, that's okay, can you be quiet for some time? I need to focus on my breath. Focus on your breath. Don't open your eyes, masters. ఎవరు కళ్ళు తెరవకండి. మూసి ఉన్న కళ్ళతో మీ శ్వాస మీద ధ్యాస పెట్టండి. Be with your breath, masters.